Hi, I'm Lisa, and today I'm going to guide you through a Yoga Nidra, which is a beautiful guided relaxation. Now, before I do, I just want to make sure that you are lying down correctly. So I've laid out a space behind me, which I'm going to show you. Then get yourself into place and we will begin. Always lie down with something underneath your knees. So get yourself a pillow or something underneath your knees. Now you can do Yoga Nidra in bed, but sometimes you end up falling asleep, which that happens, it's okay. I sometimes do it in bed, but then I will definitely pop something under my knees. Also get something under your head, because when you're lying down, say on the floor, you don't want to have a hard surface for the skull, but don't make it a big thick pillow that your head's tucked in. You want the back of the neck long. So if I lie down to demonstrate, my legs are bent over the bolster and my head is nicely supported. The palms are facing upwards and the legs are apart. The next thing to do would be to cover yourself with a blanket. Definitely do that because it makes you feel lovely and warm and supportive. And then finally, cover your eyes. You don't need a funky little eye pillow. You can use anything. I sometimes use a little t-shirt. Now, let's say you have a lower back issue or you're pregnant. I would lie on my side. Something small for the head again. A nice big pillow. Make sure the head feels supported. And then you could use that pillow to support you that way. It's also really nice maybe to have a little pillow here for the arms to snuggle in. Again, cover yourself with a blanket and get your eyes covered with a little scarf. So as you now get ready, I will sit in front of screen and guide you. So Yoga Nidra, guided relaxation. As you start to settle in, make sure that you're comfortable. That's the key to becoming really comfortable for this Yoga Nidra, this deep guided relaxation. You feel yourself adjusting and releasing any tension. There's a space between the arms and the sides of the body, and the palms are facing upwards. And there's a gap between the legs. You make your final adjustments now. And then you let go of movement. Beginning to slow down your breathing for a moment. Just breathing in and out lightly through the nostrils. Sensing how the inhalation is expansive. Body expands in belly, ribs, chest. Sensing the out-breath releasing. Body empty. Letting go. You do 3 more of these slowed breaths. Deep, expansive inhale. Deep, expansive exhale. As you finish that last breath, you let your breath settle now to a natural, effortless pace. You take a moment to really feel into your experience physically, scanning your body, sensing the contact the body is making to the ground, and noticing all the different sensations around your body and inside your body. You then become aware of the subtlety of your body breathing, not deepening the breath in any way, simply watching the natural ebb and flow as you breathe. Your mind may be a little distracted, and that's fine. You simply keep coming back to observing the light movement of air coming in through the nose and releasing out again. Now you place into the space an intention, maybe it's one you're currently working with, or simply a feeling that you want to bring into your life. And you create that now in your mind and in your heart. You feel into your heart what it is that you truly need right now. And this becomes your sankalpa, your intention. So I'll use one as an example. In this moment, I am deep ease and peace. And you repeat your intention 3 times, just in your mind. You let that gently drop away, and we'll begin to move the awareness of the mind to different parts of the body. At each part that I mention, you take your mind to, and you see a pale blue starlight, beautiful healing color within each point that I mention. So awareness at the point between the eyes, in the hollow of the throat. Sense that pale blue star within the right shoulder, the right elbow, the right wrist. Sense a pale blue starlight at the tip of your right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Sense that pale blue star within the right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder. Sense that pale blue star twinkling in the center of your throat, the left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist. Relax. Sense a pale blue star at the tip of the left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Sense pale blue starlight in the left wrist, elbow, shoulder, and center of throat. Sense that pale blue star in the heart center. The navel center. The point behind the pubic bone. Sense that starlight in the right hip socket, the right knee, the right ankle, the tip of the right big toe. Relax. Awareness of that pale blue starlight. The tip of the right second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, right ankle, knee, hip. Pale blue light behind the pubic bone in the center of your pelvis. Left hip socket, left knee, left ankle, the tip of the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Pale blue light in that left ankle, left knee, left hip, point in the center of the pelvis behind the pubic bone, navel center, heart center, throat center, and the center of your brain. Sensing now all these points of light as creating your own personal constellation in the space of your body. Sense these pale blue lights, creating your own personal constellation in space. And you sense prana, life force, simply moving gently like a light breeze, light wave, through all of these points. The breath continues naturally, and you count each round, 10 rounds, just moving your awareness from the toes to the crown as you inhale, and from the crown to the toes as you exhale. This wave of prana moving through all these points of light. Counting out 10 rounds. Sensing this wave of life force energy flowing through that constellation of you. finish the 10 rounds, you drop the count. But you continue to observe the body breathing. Now seeing yourself walking gently on a beautiful tropical beach. The sand is warm beneath your feet, and the sunshine radiating across the back of head and shoulders. You notice the tropical trees lining the beautiful white sandy beach. As you slowly walk down to the water's edge. You let yourself paddle through the ocean, and you're surprised to feel it's very cold. Sensing the cold of the ocean and the heat of the sun. You start to find your way moving through the trees now, following a path which leads upwards. As you follow this path, you begin to hear a sound in the distance, chanting. And the mantra Om resonating through the trees as you make your way along the path. You find your way to a small temple in an open space. And as you make your way inside, the sound of this Om is resonating. You settle down into this space, reclining, resting, letting the sound of Om move through all those points of light in your body. The Om, that vibration of the universe itself, pulsing through every part of your being. Sensing this internal pulsation, expanding, contracting through you, connecting to all living things. You feel as if you entered a deeply sacred space within this temple and within yourself as the sound of Om unfolds. You feel as if the sound resonates from inside out and from outside in. As if all things were pulsing with the sound of becoming. You then decide to leave this beautiful temple and to return down the path back to the beach, to the cool water and the warm sun. You find your way back to your body, sensing into the experience of your body, lying here now. You remember your intention You repeat it 3 times. You start to deepen your breath. Awareness moving down to the toes and fingers, moving them lightly. And then stretching your body. Breath in through nose. And out through the mouth. You roll to your right side, pausing there for a moment. Sit up. And bring your hands into prayer, just noticing how you feel. Allow the gentle chime of these little bells to resonate as you notice how you feel. Now you rub your hands to wake up. You cup your eyes and take a breath. You slide your hands down. Just place a hand on your heart, remembering the importance of nourishing yourself, pampering yourself. When you feel held and supported by yourself, it's easier to express yourself. So nourish yourself when you need it. I hope you enjoyed that practice, dearest one. Until next time, namaste.